How's it going? I'm Chris from Monocon. I'd like to introduce the band. We've got Kate here on keyboards. We've got Jack on drums. We have Andy on bass. I tricked you, didn't I? Yeah. This is Kalani on guitar. All right, we're going to do a song called Call My Name.
For making our reception, well, for giving us our first dance party. That was fantastic. Welcome to the 6th Annual Honolulu Surf Film Festival. Thank you all for being here. My name's Abby Algar and I'm the film curator here. We're honoured and excited to have Nordstrom join us as the festival's presenting sponsor this year. We're really, really proud to have them on board, and I really want to thank them for recognising the importance of the festival to our community here, so that's fantastic. Also to our hospitality sponsor, the Waikiki Park Hotel, and to KITV, who made the trailer that you're about to see in a minute. Also to Kona Brewing Company, who provided the beer that you drank this evening, which is delicious. Yes, big thank you to them. Also, the museum's very own Eric and Jackie Walden, who have supported the festival from year one. Now, the film you're about to see this evening, Gun Ho, by surf pioneer Bud Browne, is truly a classic of the surf genre, and it's a pleasure and honour this evening to welcome the woman who's responsible for bringing this film to us this evening, Miss Anna Trent Moore.
By closing their film festival with Bud Browne, in a sense, we are ending with how it all began. And indeed, the profession of surf filmmaking began with Bud Browne. He produced his first surf film, Hawaiian Surf Movies, in 1953, and then went on to produce 13 more. You could say that he truly defined the term one-man show, because he not only filmed, edited, and created the surf films, but he also promoted them by creating his own hand-drawn handbills, rented out the school auditoriums, personally sold the tickets at the door, then ran the projector as he narrated the film live. A quiet, reticent individual who defined himself as a man of few words, he was greatly responsible for generating the stoke for the Surf Film Festival that still exists today. The grassroots pioneer spirit in which he tackled his craft has led and inspired an industry that has grown into the mainstream psyche. His contribution to the art of surf filmmaking is immeasurable, and in my opinion, he is revered in the industry as a surfing national treasure. Tonight, we are taking you back to 1962 with Bud's film classic, Gun Ho. Filmed in Hawaii and California, it features the best surfers of the time, some which are with us today in the audience. Following the show, it will be my pleasure to introduce them. Thank you for coming and enjoy the film. One of the things I should say in all of you is, first and foremost, well, Bud was a swimmer, but he he was a body surfer. And, you know, it's sad to say he never made a body surfing film because his archive has quite a lot of it. And he actually did a lot of film grabs of body surfing. So really honored to have you here today. Another person I'd like to welcome and acknowledge is a very special friend of mine, and we will never forget North Shore big wave surfer Todd Chesser, who, although he left us far too soon, his star still shines bright and still shines long. And it's our pleasure to have with us his mother tonight, who is another great surfer, Miss Jeannie Chesser. The son of legendary surfer Jock Sutherland and the nephew of body surfer Mark Cunningham. He has cut his teeth on surfing the big waves of the North Shore. We're proud to have with us tonight Mr. Gavin Sutherland. A legendary surfer, keeper of many of surfing's treasured stories, and a prolific writer, he has graced Bud's films often. Humble, kind, gracious, he is one of surfing's finest ambassadors. A pleasure to have Mr. Kimo Hollinger. A surfer's surfer, he has had a surf career that spans many decades and still doing it. A writer not only of surfing, but of all things water and ocean. His contributions to our sport is hugely significant. Ladies and gentlemen, we know him sometimes as Dr. Grigg, but I always like to say, here's Ricky Grigg. He's not only the voice behind many of Bud's films, but he was a true and devoted friend to Bud and to my father, Buzzy Trent. He has earned the love and respect of many generations of surfers, just because of his tenacity and fearlessness for riding big waves, but also because of his strength of character and honor. With us tonight, Mr. Peter Cole. And without further ado, I'd like to have Peter Cole lead the Q&A tonight. So Peter, please come on down.
First of all, I have to say, I have to tell you that Mo Angel is a classic gal, and I met Mo before Jose did, actually, because she was at UCLA and going out with a friend of mine who was a real good swimmer named Jack Spargo, and she was a diver and a gymnast, and a real good athlete, and a good surfer. And then she met, I think she was teaching a class or something that Jose was in at San Francisco State College, and they got together, and then I hadn't seen her for a few years, and then she came down to the Wild Hook in Santa Cruz with Jose. That's the first time I'd met Jose. It was before they came to the island. And then, of course, Jose is just a real tremendous gentleman, and had more guts than anybody I've ever known, and was a great waterman. And I'd like to have Ricky say a few words about Jose, because Ricky was one of the last ones to see Jose when he had his diving accident. Ricky.
Peter, would you like me to just talk about Jose or comment in general?
Oh, it's just a short thing on Jose.
Okay, sure. Well,
keep it short.
On Jose, it's not a short story, but I'll tell you what happened. Was a tragically short moment. I was about 225 feet and diving for black coral with Jose. He was 250 feet below, about 25 feet below me, and he found this gigantic tree of black coral, and he started working on it, and here we were at 9 minutes, and you're supposed to leave the bottom at 10 minutes at that depth. And I couldn't go down. I was at 9 minutes. I was packing my bag. I was blowing the air into my lift bag. And as I left the bottom, I saw Jose on that tree at 250 feet, and that's the last time I ever saw him. He never came up. Sad story. I hate to really tell it, but he did what he loved, diving most, aside from surfing. And so when I think about it philosophically, I hope I go as gently into the sea as he did. Thank you.
I was supposed to introduce him, I think, and I was so excited. Johnny Angel, how I love you.
You're gonna fall asleep like Kimo.